Hi, soulmates. Welcome to class. So this is the result of our gown we cut earlier. So this video is about the coupling of this gown. Can't you see how beautiful it looks? Wow. And there's lining in this gown and it's looking so beautiful and flowing. So let's start now. If this is the first time you are joining my channel, welcome. My name is Jennifer. So let's start with the coupling of this video. So last class we actually cut the bustier. Now I've written about this gown. So this class is about joining them together. So the first thing I want to do, I want to join the front part of the gown. So I'm just going to open it, join the front pieces together by half an inch. We added half an inch when we're cutting it. So I'm just going to join the front part together. So I'll make sure that it's exactly half an inch I'm joining it with. So see, I've joined it and it's looking like bustier, although there's no wording, but it's looking like bustier. And I'm also gonna need to join the lining together. So the next thing I want to do is to open up the allowance, that midpoint. You open it up and iron it very well so that it's going to lay flat. So I'll do it for both sides and I'll also iron the lining too. Then for the back, this is the back pieces. That we have already eliminated the dart for the back, so I'm just using the lining to turn the back. That is all. So you turn the neck and you turn the zipper area. You are not adding any dart. We've already eliminated the dart for the back, so that's what we are going to do. So I'll do that now. Come and show you. So I've gone ahead to do it. I've ironed it. I've ironed it open so it will lay flat. That is for the front. So I'm just going to place it now and I will use my lining to turn it. So I'm just going to show you how you will turn it. This material, is light crepe, so it's dancing. So this is how we're going to turn it. I'll just first of all start with the neck. I'm going to turn the neck first. So I'll just turn it half an inch. I'll maintain that half an inch allowance I did earlier. So for the back now, you see I've turned the back. So I'll just go ahead and iron the back pattern together. So I'll iron it now. I'll come and show you. So I've gone ahead to turn the neck. So the next thing I want to do, in order for the neck to lay flat, I'm going to notch it. So just notch it gently around the neck area. It's important you notch it. If not, the neck will be swelling. So you notch it so that when the client wear the clothes, it will relax very well. So after notching it, I'm just going to open the lining and the fabric together. So on the part where the lining is, that is where I'm going to top stitch. I will top stitch on it. That way I will lock in it so that the lining will not be coming up when the client wear it. So after doing that, I will now turn the two sides together. So now let me go and do it now. I'll come and show you. So I've gone ahead to top stitch and I've also turned these two sides together. I see our bustier is formed even though there's no wording, but if she wears it, it will be well defined. So I'm just going to attach the shoulder together. So please take note of how I'm going to attach my shoulder so that it will be neat. You're going to open the back panel with the front panel. Make sure they are facing each other, right side facing each other, and hold it by half an inch. So if you do that now, it will lay flat. So this is how it's looking. It's looking neat already. So it's now time for me to take out my measurement. The first thing I want to do for the back, remember when we were drafting, it was 1 inch allowance we left. We've already used half inch to turn in the lining, so we are left with half inch to attach our zip. So in order for me to take my measurement, I'm going to remove that half an inch. So I'm just going to mark it. So all my measurement will start for there. So I'll just impute my waist measurement, that is the waist for the client. I'm cross-checking if the allowance I left earlier is same thing and is looking the same. I'm also going to remove the back bust. Remember, our front bust is different from the back bust. Then, in order to get your under bust for the back, remember the difference between the front and back is 2 inches. So your tape rule will start from 2 inches and you will get your under bust. Please don't forget. So you are just going to impute the under bust measurements. Make sure you are starting from that zipper allowance. So you do the same for the other panel. Connect it together and you roll it, you mark it so that you will know. So I'm going to do the same for the back, for the front now. So I'm just going to measure and get where my under bust is. I will make sure it's well aligned before I'll measure it so that when I measure it and I know that it's accurate. If not, it will affect your overall measurement. So now look at the one I'm getting the front bust. I'm making sure I'm aligning my tape so that it will enter that depth of that bust here. So I'm also going to measure my under bust gently and make sure when you are doing the front bust, your front bust measurement you are using or not the back bust. Please don't forget. Then I'm also going to measure my waist divided by 4. I will impute it. Make sure that it's well aligned and mark it. So please don't forget. For the front, you're using front bust. For the back, you're using back bust. Please don't forget. If not, You are going to sew what you do not understand. So I'm just going to mark it together. Now, in order for it to be easier for me when I'm attaching, you can take your pins and just pin the markings together, what you've marked. Make sure they are well aligned. You can see me as I'm pinning it, I'm cross-checking if what I'm doing is well aligned. So if it's well aligned, I will now go to the machine now and sew it. Do you understand? So when you're marking it, it's good you use pins. So I'll just sew the both sides. So after sewing it now, this is how it's looking. So I'm just going to fold it into, I want to get the midpoint of the front. I know that the two sides are the midpoint. For the sides, I know that's the point, but for the front, you are just going to mark it so that you notch it, so that when you are doing the gathers, you'll be able to know where the midpoint is. So I'll now bring the first layer of my thread gown. The first thing I want to do is to fold it into four and notch it. If you don't fold it into four, you discover that when you are gathering it, one side will be full and one side will be scanty. So fold it into four equal parts, which I'm doing now, and you notch it. Whatever I do for this one, you are going to do for the next step. So when you are doing the next step, please don't forget to notch it also. You fold it into four equal parts and you notch it. Do you understand? So I'm just going to do that now. So after notching it now, I'm gathering it. But in order for you to understand very well, I'm going to take it to the machine so you understand how I'm gathering it. So I'm just going to start gathering it. I'll make sure that that notch point is my guide. So it will show me that okay, I've gathered enough for this section. So it's better you notch it. So you're just going to gather it softly, just gather it gently and gather it around the machine. When you are done, this is how it will look like. Can you see it? Can you see how beautiful it is? It's short but it's taking shape. So what we are going to do now, we're going to do the next one. So I'm bringing it again, like I said earlier, notch it. You know the next one is longer than the previous one we did earlier. I told you the longest one will be at the down part. I told you in the last class. So you're just going to fold it and notch it into four. Make sure you fold it into four and notch it so that when you are gathering it, it will act as a guide for you. So I'm just going to notch it, then gather it the way I gather the first one. I'll do it now. Come and show you the result. So this is how it looks. Can you see it? See, our gown is taking shape now. So I've gone ahead to weave the joining. I've gone ahead to serge it or weave, or whichever English you want to use. And so it's already long, and this is how it's looking. If you are not adding lining to yours, some people they might not add lining to yours. If you are not adding lining, what you need to do now is to add zipper and close it up. But me, in this instant, the customer specifically requested for lining. So I'm going to put the zipper, then I'm going to show you how we are going to add the lining. So I'm just going to use pins to pin the zipper in place, half an inch. So whatever allowance you kept for zipper allowance, you are going to use your pin. Pin your zipper in place, very easy. Then use your zipper foot. I have a tutorial on how to use zipper foot, so you just sew it. When you are done, this is how it will look. So this is how our gown is looking already. Can you see how beautiful it's looking? So look at the back. I'm gonna need to close the back by half an inch. So I've added zipper and I've closed it up. So we're now going to add our lining. If you're not adding lining, all you have to do is turn it down, attach your hand, and you are done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring the lining. When I was cutting, I cut the lining like I did the gathers like the way we did the down part. So I've already gathered it. So you are going to do a replica of the down part. You do it for the lining too. And I'm going to fold the upper part into four. Do you understand? Just the way you did for the front, and notch it. So that when you're attaching it to the waist, you will know some side will not be more gathered than the other side, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm just going to pin it now. So you are going to open the zipper. Make sure that the wrong side of the lining is facing you. And you are, look, I just noticed the one placing me. So you are now going to place the lining on the waist side. Make sure the wrong side is facing you, and you are going to sew it round. Do you understand? So the wrong side will be at the upper side of the lining. So when you are done, I don't know if you explain understand what I'm doing, but just watch it to understand. So when you are done, you see how neat it is. Can you see it? The rough edges will not show. The lining will be covering it. So you are just going to push the lining inside, and this is how it's going to look. Can you see how neat it is from the inside? So it's now time for us to close the center back. So you are going to do, you open it up, turn the lining, let the lining and the fabric itself face each other. Do you understand? Then you are now going to sew it gently by 0.25 inch or half an inch. Just watch what I'm doing, you will get it. So you are just going to sew it down, sew it for the other side, turn it down, and this is how it's looking. So by the time I open the zipper, you will see how neat it looks from the inside. Can you see it? You're not seeing any rough edge. So we are done. So it's not time for us to attach the sleeve to it. I'm going to trim the sleeve again. Just trim it so that it will be equal. So I'm going to cut a long strip of fabric. It depends on how long you want it to be. You can go crazy and make it very long, and it will be the width of 5 inches. So by the time I fold it, to be 2.5 inches. I'll use half an inch to attach it to the body seam, so it will be left with 2 inches. Do you understand? So you cut a long strip of fabric, you bring your gown and start gathering it round the armhole of your gown. Do you understand? You can make it 6 inches, depends on you. So you just gather it. Make sure the longer it is, the more fuller the gathers will be. So I'll do it for both of them, and this is the result. See how fine it's looking. So if you like this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss wonderful tutorials that I have in stock. Enjoy your day. Bye. Mwah.